right, so today we're going to be taking a deep dive into BSTAR AI and its impact on the future of work. We're pulling our insights from an essay by Jörg-Owe. But yeah, let's just jump right in. Did you know over 10,000 lawyers are already using this platform? I mean, they're using it to handle some of their most tedious tasks.
It's pretty remarkable. Yeah, it is. You know, we often think about AI as this futuristic concept. But BSTAR AI really shows how AI is already changing things up, for professionals, especially in the legal field.
Yeah, and I was reading that BSTAR AI can even help with things like researching cases and drafting contracts. I mean, that's a lot of saved time.
Exactly. It's all about streamlining those tasks, the time-consuming ones that can really bog down legal work. And the founders, Weinberg and Gabriel Pereira, they saw that opportunity back in 2022 when they created BSTAR AI.
And it seems like investors are really taking notice. They've already secured over $100 million. In venture capital. And by late 2023, their valuation hit a staggering $715 million.
Yeah, it's a clear sign that people are recognizing the potential of BSTAR AI, to really change the legal profession. But what's even more fascinating to me is that BSTAR AI is just one piece of a much larger puzzle.
Okay, so you're saying that this isn't just a legal tech phenomena.
Exactly. The rise of BSTAR AI, it's really a reflection of a much broader trend, the rapid adoption of AI across all sorts of industries.
Okay, so paint a picture for me. What does this AI boom look like?
Well, think about the explosion of generative AI platforms like ChatGPT in 2023. Suddenly, companies in every sector started to realize that AI wasn't just some science fiction fantasy. It was a powerful tool they could use to optimize their operations right now.
So we're talking finance, government, healthcare. Is AI really touching every corner of the professional world?
It really is. And it's not just about automating tasks. It's also about gaining insights from data, personalizing experiences, and making more informed decisions. But this rapid advancement of AI, it does raise some important questions about its impact on the workforce.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. As AI becomes more sophisticated, what happens to the jobs that people currently do?
It's a valid concern. While some are optimistic about AI creating new opportunities, there's no denying that certain jobs are at risk of being automated.
So we're not just talking about writers and actors anymore.
Not at all. Think about tasks that are highly routine-based, like regulatory compliance, data entry, or clerical work. Those are prime candidates for automation.
It's a little unsettling to think about. It feels like we're at this pivotal moment. We have this incredibly powerful technology that could either uplift us or potentially leave some people behind.
You've hit the nail on the head. That's why it's so crucial to have open and honest conversations about the potential downsides of AI, like job displacement and the widening of the digital divide.
Yeah, the digital divide. That's a huge issue. We can't just assume that everyone has equal access to technology and the skills to thrive in an AI-powered world.
Absolutely. We need to be proactive in addressing this gap. Think about providing laptops to school children, expanding digital literacy programs, and supporting underserved communities in accessing and utilizing technology effectively.
I read about a fantastic example of this in Kenya. They have this digital textbook program that's supported by UNICEF. And it's giving students in rural areas access to educational resources they never had before.
That's a perfect example of how we can leverage technology, to bridge the digital divide and create a more equitable playing field. But even with these initiatives, there's another crucial aspect of AI that we can't overlook.
I have a feeling you're talking about AI bias. I've heard a lot about that lately.
You're right. We need to remember that AI systems are only as good as the data they're trained on. If that data reflects existing biases, those biases will be embedded in the AI's decision-making.
Okay, that makes sense. So how do we combat that?
It's a multifaceted challenge. We need to be incredibly vigilant about the data we use to train AI, constantly auditing it for bias, and working towards developing fair and inclusive algorithms.
It sounds like we're walking a tightrope here. We have this amazing technology with incredible potential, but we also have to be really careful about how we develop and use it.
You've summed it up perfectly. And on that note, there's another fascinating aspect of AI that I think you'll find really interesting. It's the concept of using AI to actually promote inclusivity, especially when it comes to language.
That's intriguing. Tell me more about how AI can make the digital world more inclusive from a language perspective.
Well, think about the dominance of English online. It creates a significant barrier for people who speak other languages, limiting their access to information and opportunities.
That's a really important point. In today's digital age, language can be a huge obstacle to participation.
Exactly. But thankfully, there are projects like Massacane that are tackling this challenge head-on. They're using a type of AI called neural machine translation to promote the use of African languages online.
Okay, I'm familiar with the concept of translation, but how does neural machine translation actually work?
It's a fascinating field. Essentially, these systems are trained on massive amounts of text and code in different languages. This allows them to learn the patterns and nuances of each language, and then automatically translate text from one language to another.
So it's like having a superpowered translator that can understand the subtleties of different languages.
Precisely. And projects like Massacane are using this technology to empower speakers of underrepresented languages and make the digital world a more inclusive space.
This is all incredibly fascinating, but I'm curious to learn more about the specific tools and applications that BSTAR AI offers.
That's a great segue. Let's shift gears and delve into the heart of BSTAR AI, its suite of tools known as BSTAR One. It's like this incredible toolbox, for businesses, offering a range of applications for various needs. We're talking e-commerce solutions, office applications, financial services tools. It's really comprehensive.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So it's not just for the legal world anymore.
It's not at all. BSTAR AI is branching out and applying its AI expertise across various sectors. Take e-commerce, for example. BSTAR One provides businesses with the tools to create and manage online shops, analyze customer engagement, and optimize their marketing strategies.
So BSTAR AI helps those businesses level up in the online marketplace.
Precisely. And then there's BSTAR Office, which streamlines daily office tasks. Think notes, tasks, files, chat forms, all integrated into one seamless workspace. It's designed to boost productivity and simplify collaboration.
Sounds like it could save a ton of time and headaches.
Absolutely. And of course, AI is woven into the fabric of BSTAR. They're using generative AI to enhance customer relationship management, providing those personalized experiences and automating responses. It's like having a virtual assistant that handles all those routine interactions, freeing up human employees for more strategic work.
I could definitely use one of those. But you mentioned financial services too. What's BSTAR AI doing in that space?
They're leveraging AI for things like personalized financial advice and fraud detection. There's this startup called ThinkUP that uses generative AI to provide customized financial recommendations based on individual portfolios.
So BSTAR AI is changing the game across multiple industries. But what does all of this mean for the overall economy and the labor market?
That's where the conversation gets really interesting and a bit more complex. There are varying perspectives on how AI will impact the workforce. Some folks are incredibly optimistic, envisioning a future of abundance where AI frees us from mundane tasks, allowing us to focus on more creative and fulfilling endeavors.
I like that vision, a future where work is more about passion and purpose. But I can also see why some people might be worried.
Absolutely. The essay emphasizes the importance of looking beyond the overall economic gains from AI and understanding how those gains will be distributed, who benefits, and who might be left behind.
So it's not just about technological advancement. It's about ensuring that the transition to an AI-powered future is equitable and that we don't end up exacerbating existing inequalities.
Exactly. It requires careful planning, proactive policies, and a focus on reskilling and upskilling workers so they can thrive in this evolving landscape.
It's a call for responsible innovation, not just technological advancement for its own sake. And I'm sensing that's a recurring theme here.
You're picking up on something important. That brings us to another crucial theme, the shift towards a more socially responsible approach to AI development.
So it's about moving away from a purely profit-driven model and toward a more holistic approach that considers the well-being of workers.
Right. It's not just about maximizing profits or efficiency. It's about ensuring that AI is developed and deployed in a way that benefits all stakeholders, including workers.
That sounds like a pretty big shift in mindset for some companies.
It is. But there's a growing movement within the tech sector pushing for this change, advocating for collaboration between management and workers to harness AI's potential for shared prosperity, rather than seeing it as a tool for disruption.
It's about finding ways for AI to augment human capabilities and create a more equitable work environment, not just replace humans altogether. Is that the vision?
Exactly. It's about working together to shape a future where technology empowers everyone, not just a select few.
That's a future I can get behind. But as with any emerging technology, there's still a lot of unknowns. What does the future hold for AI? And how do we navigate this uncharted territory? It feels like we're on this incredible journey of discovery, but we're kind of writing the map as we go. So how do we even begin to predict what's next for AI?
Yeah, it's definitely uncharted territory. And Schneppat's essay really emphasizes that adaptability is key as we move forward. We can't just create rigid policies and expect them to work forever. We need to constantly be evaluating, the impact of AI on different sectors, different demographics, and be willing to adjust our approach as we learn more.
So being flexible and responsive is essential. As AI continues to evolve,
Absolutely. And that includes thinking about the potential need for things like retraining programs, strengthening social safety nets, and even exploring the possibility of a universal basic income, as AI reshapes the labor market.
those are big, complex issues, but it sounds like we need to start addressing them now to ensure a smooth transition into this AI-powered future.
Exactly. And it's important to remember that AI isn't some external force acting upon us. We have a say in how it's developed, how it's used, and ultimately what kind of future it creates. It's up to us to steer it in a direction that benefits all of humanity.
That's a powerful reminder that we have agency in shaping the future of AI.
Yep.
So what does all of this mean for our listener today? What's the key takeaway from our deep dive into BSTAR AI and the future of work?
I think the biggest takeaway is that BSTAR AI, it's kind of like a microcosm of the larger AI revolution that's happening all around us. It provides a glimpse into a future where AI is increasingly integrated into every aspect of our lives, from how we work to how we interact with the world.
And as we've discussed, this future is full of potential, both positive and negative. It's up to all of us to be informed, engaged, and proactive in shaping that future.
Couldn't agree more. As AI's capabilities continue to advance, we need to keep asking ourselves important questions. How can we harness its power for good? How can we mitigate potential harms and ensure that its benefits are shared equitably?
Those are questions worth pondering. We've only scratched the surface of this complex topic today, but hopefully this deep dive has sparked some curiosity and given you some food for thought.
Yeah, if you're interested in learning more, we highly recommend checking out the work of Jörg-Owe. His essay provides a thoughtful and nuanced perspective on BSTAR AI and the broader implications of artificial intelligence.
And remember, the future of work, the future of AI. It's not predetermined, it's being written right now. And we all have a role to play in shaping it. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.